So it looks like Jeannie Mai is moving on since her divorce filing with Jeezy. And not only that, Jada Pinkett Smith is still talking, and this time exposing the reality behind that red table talk, saying that Will Smith did not want to reveal their separation. And she took the brunt of all of the heat received after it. Welcome back to the Kempire channel, your number one source for pop culture news and music, entertainment, reality TV, and so much more. As always, be sure to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. So it's been a while since we talked about the Jeannie Mai and Jeezy divorce. There's not a lot to report just yet. However, they do have a court date coming up, so we might get some more information in regards to what's going to happen there. The last time we reported on this, though, was Jeannie dropping by the Sherri Shepherd show to break her silence for the very first time and open up about the divorce.
You know, I'm not gonna lie, it takes every day to just really sit and just be quiet in your thoughts, take care of me. But one thing I know is you give God your pain, he will give you his power. Girl, period. So every day, I'm like, here you go. You got room for more? Here's some more.
Here you go.
And just taking it day by day, Turning off everything helps too,
Yes.
After that moment, I just turned off every single device in my house, and I really tuned into the voices I really needed to hear, which was me and the truth.
That's it.
A lot of us felt for Jeannie in that moment because she looked truly hurt. She looked truly like she was blindsided by this divorce. And all the signs makes it seem as if she may have been somewhat blindsided. But it looks like she's taking her power back, like she said in this interview, because now she's taking to social media to make a big statement by removing Jeezy's last name Jenkins from her profile. And I've said this countless times about Jeannie. She's very strategic. She understands social media. She understands public relations. She's not new to this. And based off what I've been covering and seeing from what's being said behind the scenes through sources, I truly believe that she is now manipulating this whole public relations stance. Do I think that Jeezy's innocent from doing that as well? No, because he recently was on the Tamron Hall show and they didn't ask one word about his divorce, which is interesting because it's such a hot topic and Tamron is usually pretty good about answering all those things. I find it really interesting because I can't see someone going to the Tamron Hall show saying that we're not asking this, this, and this, and this. Tamron's been doing this for a while now. There's certain people that you really can't ask them not to ask certain questions. It's not impossible. But a lot of people have also said that Jeezy doesn't talk about his personal life on social media or in the public. He's still wearing his wedding band. She's the only one that sort of confirmed that this is happening, even though he's the one that filed for divorce and may have been planning it since June. So Jeannie already knows that it is a big statement to make any sort of changes to your profile. As you know, she took a little bit of a social media break and now has returned. I think part of why she's returned to social media is not just to be intentional about shading Jeezy or getting ahead of the narrative. I think it's also a contractual obligation to a few different partners that she collaborates with, but specifically this new show that she's promoting. She had to return. She had to use her millions of followers to promote this show. Have you guys watched the show? But they're hoping she couldn't remain silent on social media. She understands that. She had to come back to social media. She had to talk about this because there are people invested. There are people that are engaged. You've seen the videos that I've done. There are people that want to know. And I'm sure her team, I'm sure the people behind the show feel like, well, it's not great press, but it is press. And now more and more people will know about this show because more and more people are invested in the Jeannie Mai and Jeezy divorce. You get where I'm coming from? Speaking of publicity, oh goodness, I know a lot of you have been dogging out Jada Pinkett Smith since her revelations from her book, Worthy, which just came out this past week. Will Smith has broke his silence, but not broke his silence on social media, simply saying official statement, and then the camera pans out and it goes all the way. Will Smith, y'all don't give Will Smith enough credit for being very strategic, a mastermind, in regards to his image, which I think has worked against Jada in this situation. Well, Jada, as you know, has been on the promo trail. She did an interview with Jay Shetty, and she talked about this red table talk. So the revelations that we got from this conversation was that originally she was going to go to the red table and talk about the August Alsina entanglement. However, she said that Will said at the last minute that he was going to join her. And she said that they were going to talk about them being separated. However, at the last minute, Will decided that's not what he wanted.
I was going to go to the red table by myself to talk about the entanglement. But Will decided he wanted to come with me. And we were going to then tell the world, hey, we haven't been together. And this happened during that time. Well, when we got to the table, Will wasn't ready. I had to respect that. Well, I didn't have to, but I wanted to. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take this heat, allowing myself to be portrayed as someone that had betrayed Will. And that wasn't the case.
So because of that, Jada took the brunt of looking like she cheated on Will. But literally, I rewatched this interview or conversation on the red table.
You and I were going through a very difficult time.
Yeah.
And we decided...
I was done with your ass.
Yeah, you kicked me to the curb.
I was done with you.
Yeah.
Marriages have that, though. Marriages have that.
Yeah, we basically, we broke up because we were separated amicably.
Yeah.
Based on what I got from here, you guys indicated that you were separated. So I'm not sure exactly what she meant. Maybe the length of time that they were separated, because they've never really been legally separated. I got from that interview, this is where a lot of people kind of blast Jada. They say you talk in circles, you're not very clear, you're inconsistent. And look, I'm not going to beat up on Jada. The fact that we're even talking about Jada again, we're helping promote the book, Jada. So don't be mad at us. But if you are, it is what it is. Okay? But that element doesn't make sense to me in regards to, you did indicate that you guys were separated during the August Alsina situation, but maybe she means, well, no one knew that we really have been separated since 2016. We also told you that recently she dropped by the Today Show again after her interview that premiered last Friday to sort of like clear up things. So she's really been on this damage control promo trail too. And Will recently had that open letter to the New York Times defending his wife and saying after reading the book how he saw her differently and how, you know, he had some blind sides to the relationship. I think we don't give Will Smith enough credit for being, what's the word? Maybe too much of a mastermind. Okay? But she is the Virgo. And shout out to all the Virgo. You know we talk astrological signs. I just can't see a Libra manipulating a Virgo. Some of you have said that, no, she has beat up on Will. I don't think so. I think that this has been a collective decision in their lives and in their marriage to have a certain image. I think it's a combination of it's cheaper to keep each other, not just, you know what I mean? Because she could walk away with a lot. But I also think them as a collective, as a family, their own past traumas. I think all of those elements, all of those think pieces that everyone has been having on their relationship is part of why they have stayed together. Of course, also love, also family. I think that's a lot of that. But I am so ready. I am so ready for this promo trail to be over. For me, again, and I'll always remind you of this, my only issue with Jada in this book was her talking about Tupac's alopecia. What in the HIPAA is not going on? Okay, I understand HIPAA. It's a joke. Anyways, I never said I was a comedian. Guys, as always, let's continue to have this conversation in the comment section. Don't forget to like this video, subscribe to the channel, and hit that notification bell so you never miss out on breaking news when we go live or when we upload. Thanks for watching.
You bring the lighter, I got the fuse. You make a fire, I'll ask you. Follow my lead, just watch your shoes.